Cool. I'm live. So I'm back again. Sorry. Uh, so I'm back again, and I am going to see, now that I've done a little bit of research, to finish what's called the Project Hawking mission. So let's see if I can get there and trigger part two. Turns out I need to get to this one particular planet, land, and then go into the spaceport and pray that it shows up. Okay, next one should be what I'm looking for. Land on Vinci. Please say it works. Ah, God. No. Internet, you lied to me. Hmm. Ah, bugger. So, bugger. Whoa. Okay, that didn't work. Wow, that was a huge amount of credits. Ah, bugger. Syndicate. What are the syndicate planets? Let's check. Ah, okay. Let's go. So it looks like the second part of There May Be Riots land on any syndicate planet after completing the first There May Be Riots mission. $90,000, $12,000, $12,000. Score. Bingo! You're walking near the spaceport, and suddenly a computer terminal starts blinking and beeping when you pass it. Check it out. When you approach, you are greeted by a voice from the terminal. Dear Sir, Madam, please respond. Hello. My name is Mr. Smith. I'm contacting you with a highly confidential and urgent proposal. I am, or more accurately, was the financial manager of a recently deceased warlord, Limping Papa. I am looking for a highly trustworthy individual who can help me relocate Papa's fortune of 300 million credits. What are you proposing? I cannot make myself an heir to Mr. Papa, so what I propose is to present you as their heir and have the inheritance transferred to you. When you receive the inheritance on Sunraiser on the Marifac system, you can send half of it back to me. Sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? There is one small problem with the inheritance tax. It needs to be paid up front. You can pay 200,000 credits so that I can get the process going. Are you trying to trick me? Of course not. I'm not trying to trick you. Mr. Papa's victims were all persons that had more credits than common sense. But you look a lot smarter than any of Mr. Papa's victims. Sure. Let's do this mission. Where do I need to go? Oh, I need to go there. How do I get there? Sorry. Let me see if I can find that map. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I lost a ship. Huh. Let's land here. Go to the outfitter. Get a map. Buy. Let's hope this works. Oops. score. There is no inheritance for Mr. Papa waiting for you at the bank, but there are many other victims that paid some credits while expecting to earn a larger amount of credits in return. Some make a fuss about it until the alerted authorities start finding them for attempted inheritance fraud. You leave the bank in silence. Yeah, I figured as much. Suddenly you hear raised voices and shouting. We're under attack. Sunracer is under attack by pirates. We need every combat-worthy ship to join in their defenses. The authorities will probably be able to pay you well to assist them. Join the defense force. Did one of my ships get disabled? I hope not. Nice. The government of Sunracer pays you 200,000 credits for helping defeat the pirates. You drop off your cargo? Cool. You just sat down in the spaceport bar and ordered a drink when someone in uniform runs into the room and shouts, "There's been a mine explosion on Placer. We need all available ships to carry relief workers and supplies and evacuate the injured to a world where there are better medical facilities. Do you volunteer, sir? Do you volunteer?" Yes, sir. Where is it that I need to go? Oh, Placer. Okay. Accept mission, accept mission. Let's buy a local system map. Because this totally will not bite me in the butt. Let's see what ships I can... Oh, wait, that's right. Ooh, I can buy a security system. Oh. I can... So if I go there... Huh, okay. What do I have in my inventory? Nice. Okay. Do I have any... Ooh! Large bulk delivery to exactly where I'm going! Wah! We must land! We must help! You drop off your cargo of cooking oils. You drop off the medical personnel. There are nearly 100 injured miners waiting for medical evacuation to Heptasis. Do you volunteer to carry some of them? Yes. Where is it that I'm supposed to go? Ah, there. Okay. Outfitters, I want to see nerve gas. You drop off the injured miners at one of the medical facilities on Heptasis that has agreed to take care of the survivors. It's somewhat a chaotic process, but eventually someone thanks you for your help and pays you 80,000 credits. Okay. By the way, is this a syndicate planet? Yes, it is. While you're sitting at a table in a local cafe, a woman sits down across from you and says, "Pardon me, Captain, would you be interested in helping with a humanitarian mission?" And before I do so, I should do something about this cough. Please bear with me a moment. Tell me more, tell me more. There's a flu epidemic on Deadman Cove. It's a lawless world, so they have not been able to find any merchants willing to bring them medicine. But if they don't get a shipment of the vaccine soon, the epidemic could become much worse. I'll be glad to help. Thank you. Your contact on Deadman Cove will be a man named Raven Hunter. Do not let anyone but him trick you into giving you supplies. Wait a minute. Nope. I need to go to. There. Several shady characters have offered to buy vaccines off of you or threatened to rob you. Raven Hunter finally shows up and collects them. He thanks you and pays you 65,000 credits. Well, since I'm here, let's reload. Buy some nerve gas, buy some fragmentation grenades. Leave. And then GTFO. Sweet. Let's relax here for just a bit as I go and make sure that I don't suck at breathing. Golly. As you are wandering through the spaceport, a man in an expensive suit approaches you. Pardon me, Captain. I wonder if you'd be willing to talk privately about a very lucrative job opportunity. Is it something illegal? You lead him back to your ship. I'm an archaeologist, he explains, studying the early history of space era. In particular, a set of persistent folk tales about contact with alien species. Many of these tales have to do with the region of the galaxy we call the Deep. I need someone to travel to Midgard and retrieve some samples from an ancient site there. What sort of samples? Well, let's just say I made myself somewhat unpopular in the Deep, asking too many questions. If I were seen walking around on Midgard, they would probably ask me to leave immediately. You say, and is the work that you're asking me to do gonna make me equally unpopular? Not if you're circumspect. He says, I need 2 samples from a certain village. One is simple wood from a living or recently deceased tree. Any tree will do. He pauses for a minute and then continues. The other is more sensitive. It's a historical site in Midgard, an ancient church. Not something they publish in the official tourist guides, mind you. I need a small sample of the wood that the church is built with. A small splinter would suffice. Sure. Thank you. Trust me, this would give us some very important information. I need you to drop me off in Vinci first to meet up with some scientists. Then we can meet back up on Vinci when you have the samples. I need to expand my fleet. I need another warship. Because they tried to kill me with a forklift. Wait, what illegal outfit? What the hell are you talking about? What do I have that's illegal? I'm missing one ship. Come on. Oh, it's stuck there. You drop off the archaeologist who has not told you his name on Vinci. Remember, I only need a small splinter. Just make sure it really is from the building and not anything more recent. I'm waiting for my ship to finally arrive because I want to have a full fleet. Where the heck are they still? They're still there. Come on, jump. Ah, they finally jumped. And they're filling up. Ah, they finally found me. Really? What? What outfit is illegal on my ship? Oh, the nerve gas. Following the map the archaeologist gave you, you make your way to a small village in the mountains in Midgard, with two envelopes in your pocket for the samples. You approach the church. You break a dead twig off of a trees along the path and put it in the first envelope and pocket it. The church itself, unlike any building you've seen before, clearly ancient, built of roughly hewn wood, old, weathered. Surprisingly, the front doors are open and you hear music coming from inside. Okay, so the nerve gas really was what was getting me in trouble. Okay, cool. I'm being followed. Let's load game. Outfitter, let's get rid of the nerve gas. Because that's a lot of money to be losing. Nerve gas is nice, but I mean, let's take a sample, walk into the church. This church must be still be used for services. Candles are lit up in the front, and a man in a white surplice is playing the organ. A few people in the pews have their head bowed. Trying to be unobtrusive as possible, you join them and look around at the ornately carved pillars and wood panels. The air smells of incense, and musty wood. Take a sample. Yep, I'm being watched. Well, this will be interesting. I think this is the deep archaeology mission. There we go. At least I'll have a little bit more protection now. What? Why did I jump there? You drop off your cargo. You drop off that. You return to the lab where you dropped off the anonymous archaeologist. Soon after you arrive, he appears eagerly and takes the 2 samples, giving you a payment of 200,000 credits for your trouble. But please, he says, stick around long enough to learn the results. He hands the 2 envelopes to a lab technologist and says, "Here you go, John. Take a look and let us know what you find." After the tech lab leaves, he explains, "You see, the ratio of carbon 12 to carbon 14 varies from world to world. So accurate dating can only be done if you have a control sample to compare against. Only a handful of archaeological studies have been done in the deep, and those were sloppy. They used standard tables of Earth carbon ratios instead of determining the local concentrations." Oh, I forgot to do the Texan accent there. About 30 minutes later, John reappears looking somewhat shaken. "Where did you get those samples from?" he asks. "Never mind that," says the archaeologist. "What are your results?" "The second sample is infused with some sort of oil and tar," he says, "a varnish, and therefore it is from a furniture or building, a man-made artifact. The control sample has an isotropic ratio different from Earth, so unless you're playing games with me, these samples are not from Earth." "Go on." "However," says the lab tech again, "assuming the 2 samples are from the same planet, the second sample is between 1,500 and 2,500 years old, which means it predates the discovery of the hyperdrive by, at minimum, 5 centuries. So again, I ask you, where did you get these samples?" "Intriguing, isn't it?" says the archaeologist. "Captain Foxdog, if you'd like to help us get to the bottom of this, make sure you've got space for us and some equipment and meet us at the spaceport." I will be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Let's go to the spaceport then. You find John the lab tech in one of the spaceport bars, along with the archaeologist, who says, I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Albert Foster. You may have heard of me. Indeed, you have. He made headlines about a decade ago from being driven out of Kurog space after trying unsuccessfully to collect an alloy sample from their ring world. We purchased some equipment for gravitational field mapping, he says, in addition to very sensitive radar array. We're hoping to map the area around the church, see if there's any signs of ancient settlements. Are you willing to help us? Yeah, sure. Oh, huh. I do have a lot of stuff, don't I? In fines? Why do I have fines? You cruise high above the surface of Midgard as John calibrates his instruments. Sorry it's taken so long, he says. There's some sort of glitch in the gravitational sensors, messing up my measurements. What sort of glitch? Just a sensor artifact. It's some kind of echo. No, wait. And he starts turning the dials on his instrument and then turns very pale. Albert looks over his shoulder at the monitor, but clearly doesn't understand what he's looking at. What is it? It's not a sensor glitch, says John. It's an artificial singularity. A what? A miniature black hole, an alien power source far more sophisticated than any human being has ever created. That is, unless someone in the deep found a way to reverse engineer alien technology. Suddenly, warning lights flash on your ship's radar. 3 ships have taken off from the planet's surface and are headed directly towards you. Let's get out of here. Let's head back to Vinci. Let's get out of here. In fines? What the hell am I being fined for? Oh. Let's just pay all the fines. You breathe a sigh of relief as you land safely in the spaceport of Vinci. Okay, what was that all about? Honestly, I don't know, says Albert. I can tell you that I suspect, though, the history books don't actually say when the deep was first settled. The first documented expedition to the deep was in the 24th century, and they found several human colonies already established in the region, claiming the date to be back to the very dawn of spaceflight. But I think the first settlers were brought there long before that. And this is... what, aliens? There are popular folk tales in the deep about elves, thin, pale, graceful creatures with blue blood. John frowns. Hemocyanic blood, not the Keurig then. Their lungs are odd, but their blood uses hemoglobin for oxygen transport, just like ours. Albert continues. What I think is that an unknown alien species has been involved in events in the deep since the beginning, and perhaps is still involved there to this day. I think this is known to at least some of the deep's inhabitants. How can we find out more information? Well, he says, unfortunately, Captain, they're going to be watching you. I'll have to seek someone else for the next stages of my research, but we'll keep you notified if I discover anything further. It's an unsatisfactory conclusion to your work, but with so many questions unanswered. But to make up for that, Albert gives you 300,000 credits for payments for your services. You'll hear from me again, he promises. Of which... Okie dokie. Trading. Sell all. Okay, outfitters. So now that I know nerve gas is not good, I've got fragmentation grenades. Pulse rifles might be nice, but I highly doubt. Huh. Let's get back into syndicate space. Republic, friendly. Now to wait for all ships. While having a drink at one of the spaceport bars, a somewhat scruffy man in a dark cloak pulls you aside and offers 500,000 credits for discreet, no question asked passage to pilot in the Elanth system, which is close by. This could be a quick and lucrative job. It also sounds illegal, so you'll need to avoid getting scanned or landing on planets with high security. Let's accept. Your mysterious passenger has spoken hardly a word during your entire trip. As soon as you land, he hands you your payment of 50,000 credits and disappears into the crowd. Wow. As you walk through the spaceport, you see a large crowd gathered outside a pub and hear the unmistakable music of There Might Be Riots. Yes, finally got it. Okay. From inside, the concert seems to be just winding down. Do you want to wait down and say hello to them? Okay. Says Ehrlich when you see them. What luck! We're doing a concert tonight on Landing Pad 94, part of our Trouble on the Tarmac tour. We're going to need a lift to Prime right after the concert, or possibly in the middle of it. Can you help us out? Okay, but why do we have to hurry to leave? You see, he says you should park your ship right behind us, in case the natives get restless and we need to skedaddle. With some trepidation, you sit by the hatchway of your ship and watch as the band sets up directly outside it, and the concert begins. Nothing seems out of ordinary until the band introduces a song called Gluttony, and you can feel a sudden tension fill the air. Syndicate guards, who until now have been standing at the perpetuary of the landing pad, begin to disperse themselves throughout the crowd. It's a song about a man who will die if he ever stops eating. So he eats more and more and more and grows bigger and bigger and bigger. A second after you realize that the whole thing is a thinly veiled critique of the syndicate, a group up front unrolls a banner that reads End Wage Slavery and begins shouting and chanting slogans. As the band plays on, there's some sort of scuffle at the back of the crowd. And then you see stun guns begin to flash and rising plumes of what you would guess is tear gas. As the demonstrators are driven away, a group of guards approach you and asks what your connection is to these musicians. And this is where I want to look something up. Hmm. What to choose? You're friends of mine. Be careful what friends you choose, says the guards. Or you might find that no one in this sector will offer you any jobs. Now get them packed up and out of here. Man, I was at 800,000 units. Or credits. Golly. No, no, I'm losing someone. no, why did you... Oh, you dumb shit, why'd you jump there? No! No, you... imbecile! As generous as before, the band pays you 338,600 credits. Where will you be going next from here, you ask? Who knows? Our music has taken us throughout human space and beyond. What do you mean, beyond? Ehrlich launches into a story. Years ago, when the band was young, we had a month off between gigs. We found an old gray merchant with a glass eye, and we asked him to transport us to one of the paradise worlds for an extended drug vacation, if you know what I mean. He said, "Boys, why don't you just leave the drugs behind? I'll take you on a real mind-altering trip." A few days later, we were playing a concert on this world where people were giant squirrels. They loved our music, too. Never did we find anyone who could take us back there, though. It sounds like you were visiting high space, you say, and you describe the aliens who live beyond the wormhole. Yeah, that would be them, says Ehrlich. I'd love to go back there sometime, but for now we have commitments closer to home. You help them unload their stuff, and you say goodbye for now. As you are walking through the spaceport, a man approaches you. "Excuse me, Captain. I took a delivery on a rush delivery to Bluestone, but my ship needs repairs, and there's no way I can make it before the 12th of August. Can you take this job for me?" "Yes." "Yes, I can." Ooh, cool. Yeah, let's just get going. Come on, buddies. Fill up and let's go. Well, that was incredibly bad. I nearly lost my pants. Okay, I need to get the F out of here. Oh. Nope. That was pretty cool and intense. Hmm. Come on. Game froze. Trying to figure out why it did that. Yep. Didn't like that at all. I knew something was odd there. Let's try that again. Nope, not liking that one bit. Hmm. I will be right back after landing on this planet. Ah, well, let's go get some food then. So now I need to get to one of the dirt belt planets. Let's see if I can get back up to 800 million credits. Probably won't be streaming for much longer. Well, with that, I think I'll call it a night. I thank you all for stopping by and watching, and I'll see you the next time when I try and hunt down There May Be Riots in the Dirt Belt. Until then, ta-ta.